So welcome to Feedback Frenzy. This was a tough one in class. The main idea that I was thinking was pulling that wonderful sketchbook here off to the side just a little bit more, and maybe even putting that drawing hand also off to the side. And this is just a silhouette idea, but when things are these front views, I tend to think about, right away I'm thinking about the silhouette. And is this going to read? And you've got these nice angles. I love the angle you have of the shoulders, really nice. But when things are in the front view, or there's a part overlapping like the head, or the body, or something, when things are just too overlappy, I tend to move them off to the side, just so it quickly reads a little bit nicer. Does that make sense? So that's kind of the note there. And you've got the head direction, really nice, and all that good stuff. You got all her goodies here with the parasol. Love it. But yeah, it's like take some liberties and move things around. I think this is the one where her elbows are turned in, which is really fun. It's a really nice, kind of tight. But again, silhouette. I know her hand was the way it was, above her or over her head. I want to keep that elbow in. I like it. And I'm going to keep this hand where you have it. Her Jane's left hand, stage right hand. But Jane's opposite hand, I'm tempted to try it off to the side here. So it's just so it reads, not everything has to be flat and off to the side, and I get it when overlapping and all that stuff. But when you think about this goal of storytelling, maybe straightening this leg out to kind of get this going back movement, and then clearing the hands of silhouette. That's kind of the main idea, what I was thinking. A couple things I might consider. Bringing that back leg that way a little bit. Let's try that. But balance of pose wise, I'm tempted to bring it back just a little bit. But her arms are kind of even. And it's a really fun opportunity. Sometimes when things are mirroring each other, it could fall a little bit flat. Sometimes that's fine. The pose might call for evenness. But maybe it's an opportunity to do something different with your acting. So maybe being surprised, that's totally fine. Whoa, there's a bird on my head. But maybe I would drop that arm down. Whoa, just something different. Or maybe she's gonna reach up at it, or whoa. And I guess it depends on the moment in your action here. Does she have time to reach up and scratch its head, or maybe she's on her way. So something like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, and just watch the balance. If you're gonna have her leaning back like that, just make sure the leg's gonna catch her. And if you're doing a mid-walk or jump, obviously those rules can change. All right, great job. Okay, with this one, I get what's going on. Your proportions are great. Silhouette's great. I know what's happening. I would just push it a little bit. And again, just watch the balance of the pose, kind of like let's talk about Lori's. If you wanted to drop a plumb line down, it's a possibility she could fall backwards just a little bit. And it's just a slight nudge, I think, with that leg, just to keep her balanced. And again, I'm always looking to push the idea, but I might bring your foot back or out, just to push the idea of that lean and being surprised. And I might bring that head about there maybe. Again, it's just nudging things this way and that. Your shoulders are a little bit up, I might drop her shoulders. And sometimes I like to mess with the hands just to make them visible. Maybe I'll shoot that one forward, or maybe it would be better to shoot it back. I think I like that idea. Just taking it backwards. Again, it's a graphic-y thing sometimes. What's going to make your pose more entertaining? Sometimes you got to try different things, you know. Anyway, all that to say, just pushing that entertainment because your proportions are great. I love your confident line. How can you take it a little further? It's all about giving that illusion of weight, you know, as a character holding something heavy, you know. And I think I had straightened that arm out a bit. Sometimes the hip gets involved in supporting weight. I love that arm you have coming across here, holding the thing. But when you start to introduce some straights, like in this arm, for example, versus your bent arm, that might help sell the idea of that. And I love your head. Got that cocked over there, nice opposite angle happening. Maybe I drop this shoulder. Maybe I lift this shoulder up. Again, I love the drawing, but I feel like we could do more to make it feel like our character is holding a heavy object. It starts to sell the idea. Remember, opposites can really help. When something's heavy, introducing some straights, depending on the situation, can really help. Yeah, that's about it. But lovely work, really nice. That's all. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.